Alright, let's close it out with Brian's deadlift here. Remember, this formula, this test retests your protocol, something that you can apply to any coaching cue or video or information you get to try to fix a problem. For us, you have to see and feel the change right away. So the first deadlift here, you can see that was the one I showed where the hips disengage, right? Let's go back. This one right here is a full oblique focus. So not only does it look different, which I'll slow down and go side by side, but the athlete feels way more engagement. Much taller athlete takes a lot of focus, but the tension remained in the obliques, and Brian got a lot more glute activation and hamstring activation. So you probably have been told before, right? Fire your glutes, use your, squeeze your butt, especially right here. So not only from just an injury prevention standpoint, but for performance. If you look at the difference of how this hip is loaded versus this one, right? And then when you go through the extension, because you're already loading the wrong muscles, right now you could tell that the pressure is being held in the lower back, and the knee drive is what's going to straighten out on this one. You can see that the back's taking over, the knees are taking over, and the hips are coming along for the ride because the obliques are off. Kills the hinge. And if you look on the right side here, you can see the difference where the hinges engage and then the hamstring glutes actually finishes the lift. So firing the obliques makes a huge difference because, again, it's one of those things that we never got a blueprint on how our body's designed to move. And once we start figuring these things out, when you put it to the test and then retest, it's like night and day. Especially when you start to put the bar down right away. It's the same idea here. You can see that the knees are going to take over, then the lower back, and then the hip kind of comes along for the ride. This is a more active hinge. So right around there. Look at the angle of the hip. So see if you see a difference. Is your hip actually hinging, or is it your knees and lower back taking you down? You can see the hamstrings engaged, the glutes way back. Right here, again, it's just more of like a half squat lower back. Hips are coming along for the ride. And then by the time you get down for that rep, the lower back keeps bending and taking you down. Then the knees. That's what causes all of that. That huge collapse or drop right there. You see that? And then that next rep up, that's going to go straight to the hip flexor, lower back, all bad things. Whereas this one, in tension, takes a lot of fight and focus, but everything stays on. So there you go. Remember, practice this formula or protocol in anything, in any movement that you do, really, because you're starting to build more data on your mechanics, right? You can shoot from profile view or straight back or straight forward, and then apply any of the fixes that you believe to have some potential. So if you think rolling out or stretches or corrective exercises are going to help, then take your deadlift, your squat, the way you walk. Take a video of how you're currently doing it. Then apply the fix, whatever you think is good or whatever you've been told. These exercises, these stretches, mobility drills will fix it, and immediately put it to the test and then apply it. And then when you deadlift again or squat again or whatever movement you're assessing, even a push-up, your front rack, overhead squat, see if it improved. It's as simple as that.